This is the eighth session and the final session, Action for Restoring Environment. This is what the conference is, and this conference posed a very, very important question. Are we taking enough action? This conference in the last 2 days saw different stakeholders from the policy, from academia, from civil society, from media, from industries, and many other eminent personalities, a lot of participants from students, researchers, and all different stakeholders from the society. And all of them took up the same question, that are we taking enough action? And this is the time when we pose this question to academic institutions. Academic institutions play a very, very important role in shaping human values and guiding a society that imbibes those values and creates more value for the society. This session focuses on the question, education and research for climate change mitigation and management. Are academic institutions prepared? And that's this question that we have for this session. May I now invite the moderator for this session, Mr. Parag Patnakar, to please join us on the stage. Parag Patnakar is a co-founder and CTO of Covalent Capital and has 2 decades of technology leadership roles at Oracle, Cisco, and is an IIM Ahmedabad MBA and an electronic engineer. He has mentored over 6,000 students to create better education and work opportunities and led technology strategy for the Gates Foundation effort to provide better education to kids in Indian slums and inner city US schools. Thank you, sir. Welcome on the stage. Next, I invite Professor Sunil Gupta. Professor Sunil Kumar Gupta is the Vice Chancellor at the University Institute of Technology, RGVP. RGVP Institute and Professor Solanki has been Professor Sunil Kumar Gupta has been very, very instrumental, and his support to the Energy Swaraj Foundation has been very, very warm. He has helped the Energy Swaraj Foundation with his support to train 31 technical institutions across Madhya Pradesh with the installation of solar in their own institutions. The Institute RGVP has also signed an MOU with the Energy Swaraj Foundation, where the RGVP Institute has offered the space for Energy Swaraj Foundation for setting up a demonstration and training center at their institute. Thank you so much, Professor, for your support. Next, I invite Professor Debjit Palit. Professor Debjit Palit is a professor at NTPC School of Business. He's a professor, author, columnist, and he's ranked as the top 2% world's scientist for Stanford University. Thank you, sir. May we please have you on the stage. Can we have a big round of applause for all the speakers? Next, we have Professor Rangan Banerjee, director from IIT Delhi. Professor Rangan Banerjee is currently the director of IIT Delhi. From February 2022, he is on a lean from IIT Bombay, where he's served as a Forbes Marshall Chair Professor in the Department of Energy and Sciences and Engineering, a department that had helped start in 2007. His areas of interest include energy management, modeling of energy systems, energy planning, policy, and hydrogen energy and fuel cells. Thank you, sir, for having us on the stage. Next, the person whose inspiration and manifestation is this conference and who has been an inspiration to millions of people taking the message of Energy Swaraj. May I request Professor Solanki, the Solar Gandhi, and the Solar Man of India to join on the stage. With that, I will pass it on to Parag for taking this session forward. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. So let's get started with this panel, and I was really looking forward to this. First time in my life, I get to hurl questions at professors and grade them on the answers. I'll give some of you the opportunity to do that as well. So let's get started. Professor Gupta has a flight to catch, and as we all know, we're running out of time in multiple ways. So let's start with Professor Banerjee. So in the prior session, Dr. Rajiv Kumar of Niti Aayog and also Dr. Harish Hande of Selco Foundation spoke at length about the critical need to have product innovation if India has to be making progress both on economic parameters and energy sustainability. So, what are our top-notch technical institutions doing to foster this mindset of product innovation? That requires a very different mindset from what we see in our current generation of students. So curiosity, empathy for problems at hand, patience to solve difficult or wicked problems. So what is IIT Bombay and what is IIT Delhi doing to address this?
I'll talk about IIT Delhi. Good afternoon. I think I see a lot of young people, probably school children. How many school children? Excellent. How many people in engineering and science colleges? Great. So we do understand that basically we need to encourage our students to run with their ideas. We also feel that many of our students, we want to encourage them to become innovators, to become job creators. What are we doing towards this? So what we do towards this is, you talked about innovation, you talked about design. We have started at IIT Delhi, we have a department of design. We just started recently a Bachelor of Design course, which is a 4-year course. And we are going to also start a BTech, a BDES as well as a BTech. In addition to this, what we have is, we have a number of challenges which we encourage our students to participate in teams, where they work on problems where they can try and find solutions, and then we have potential for funding. We also have a mechanism which we call it 1, 2, 3, 4, which is, we have a first-year student, a second-year student, a third-year student, and a fourth-year student, all working together on a research project. And then if that comes up with something useful, we also encourage them to run with it and do a startup. We have a mechanism where if someone wants to take up a startup, then he or she can actually get a deferred placement. That means you go ahead, you take the risk, but if your startup doesn't work out, you can come back and do your placement after a few years. So you have the potential of again going through the IIT Delhi system to get a job. We have created today a nurture fund, which is supported by our alumni endowment. And in that nurture fund, what we do is we have a student teams which can come up with proposals. They pitch it to our set of experts who are actually innovators and venture capitalists, technologists, and we identified a set of few startups to whom we are funding to the extent of about 50 lakhs per startup, where they are, and this is completely a student startup.
So Banerjee, just this side, sorry to interrupt, as the theme of the session said, what academic institution and research, particularly climate change?
A question on innovations. That's why I asked him initially, shall I focus on this theme or should I focus on this?
So the climate change and management, are the institutions doing enough? Because
are the institutions doing enough? So let's talk about the other question, okay? So are we doing enough? I won't, if you want a binary answer, it's a yes or a no answer. I think we want to do more. We are looking at ways in which we can integrate sustainability and sustainable thinking into all our curriculum. Whether it is materials, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, electrical engineering, the ground rules are changing. Whether we look at life cycle concepts, so that is one of the things that we're doing. We at IIT Delhi are going to a complete curriculum review, and we're doing this after a 10-year period. One of the main elements in the curriculum review that we've identified is how do we integrate sustainability into the total. We have started a new, last year we started a 4-year BTech program in energy. We have a number of master's program. We have with the International Solar Agency a program on renewable energy and energy management and policy. This has 20 participants from different countries, mostly Asian and African. We are also looking at a whole group of faculty members across the institute looking at our campus becoming net zero. We have a number of different centers of excellence. 4 of those centers of excellence are related to energy and climate. So we are doing a number of things. The question is whether we are doing enough. Probably not, but we are doing increasingly a larger amount. And we have many conversations related to energy, sustainability, climate. And so we will be doing more in the future. We are also looking at mechanisms by which we have IIT Delhi leads the Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, which is a scheme, national scheme where we are looking at 16,000 villages, 45 regional centers and about 3,000 institutions. And in each of these villages, we are looking at what we can be doing for sustainable development. One of the themes that we are looking at is to have students interning and staying in the villages and working towards. So we are seeing that the energy and climate, and whether you are looking at mitigation, whether we are looking at vulnerability, whether we are looking at transitions, are areas where we need to create new knowledge, where we need to create new products, new ways of doing things. And I think it is an area where we are re-looking at our curriculum. And so the answers are, we want to be prepared. Are we fully prepared? We know that this is something where we want to do more. So I will stop here.
I don't know how many of you know, Professor Banerjee is my colleague. We have been working in the same department, and being from energy department, I'm sure we expected you to do more about the energy and management. And I'm so happy to know that the curriculum is being revised, and the sustainability is one of important aspect. And the clock that is sitting and ticking in front of us, the black carbon bags are sitting in front of us, and time is running out. So unless the behavior at the grassroots level, the school and college changes, it is very difficult to have a very wide scale change. So Professor Gupta, you are also Vice Chancellor to university, and you are kind of regulating some 200 plus colleges. What are we really prepared for such behavior, and what you are doing?
सबको नमस्कार। मेरा सबसे पहला प्रश्न मेरा ये है कि आप में से कितने लोग अपने पेरेंट्स को प्यार करते हैं? कुछ लोगों ने हाथ अभी भी नहीं उठाया है, और उसमें से ज़्यादातर सीनियर लोग हैं। तो क्या होता है, जब हम छोटे होते हैं तो अपने पेरेंट्स को बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार करते हैं, थोड़े बड़े हो जाते हैं तो अपनी पत्नी को ज़्यादा प्यार करते हैं या पति को प्यार करते हैं, थोड़े और बड़े हो जाते हैं तो अपने बच्चों को प्यार करते हैं, और बड़े हो जाते हैं तो अपने ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रंस को प्यार करते हैं। अब अपने में से हम लोगों में से कितने लोग अपने पृथ्वी को अपना मदर अर्थ मानते हैं? इसका मतलब जो लोग हाथ उठा रहे हैं उनको मदर की तरह प्यार भी करते होंगे, ऐसा मेरा फीलिंग है। और यही आज की ज़रूरत है। एज ए यूनिवर्सिटी, जैसे बताया, मेरे लेफ़्ट साइड में जो बैठे हुए हैं और जो एक्सट्रीम राइट में बैठे हुए हैं, ये दोनों मेरे यूनिवर्सिटी के ही छात्र हैं। तो इसका मतलब हम कुछ तो कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब हम कुछ डेफिनेटली हम कुछ कर रहे हैं। लेकिन बात यहाँ से शुरू हो रही है, ख़त्म नहीं हो रही है। और आप बड़े ध्यान से सुनिएगा, अगर हम स्कूलों में और विश्वविद्यालयों में प्रकृति के प्रति प्यार नहीं पैदा कर पाएंगे तो ये कहानी हमेशा अधूरी रहेगी। जिसको हम प्यार करते हैं उसके बारे में हम क्या करते हैं? केयर करते हैं, उसकी चिंता करते हैं। और जिसको हम प्यार नहीं करते हैं तो उसके बारे में हम केयर नहीं करते हैं और चिंता नहीं करते हैं। तो ये हमें स्कूलों में सिखाना पड़ेगा, विश्वविद्यालयों में सिखाना पड़ेगा कि हमें प्रकृति से प्यार करना है। यहाँ पर एक मेरी छोटी सी बात और कहना चाह रहा हूँ। जेम्स वाट का नाम सुना है किसी ने? यहाँ इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट तो एटलीस्ट हाथ उठा ही सकते हैं, वो भी भूल गए क्योंकि स्टीम इंजन सर अब नहीं रहे तो शायद ये लोग जेम्स वाट का नाम भूल गए। जेम्स वाट इज़ क्रेडिटेड फॉर द फर्स्ट इंडस्ट्रियल रिवॉल्यूशन, या स्टीम इंजन की बात जब आती है तो जेम्स वाट का नाम आता है। लेकिन आपको जानकर आश्चर्य होगा कि सेकंड लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनामिक्स उसके लगभग 100 साल बाद आया, 1850 में, जब क्लॉसियस स्टेटमेंट आया। जेम्स वाट ने सेकंड लॉ के बारे में सोचा नहीं था, अगर उसने सोचा होता तो शायद स्टीम इंजन बनाया ही नहीं होता। पता है फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ एनर्जी क्या कहता है? लॉ ऑफ एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन, एनर्जी कैन चेंज फ्रॉम वन फॉर्म टू अनदर फॉर्म। तो बड़ा सिंपल है, ये तो हमें खुशी देता है कि सब कुछ कंजर्व्ड है तो चिंता करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है। चिंता जब हुई जब 1850 में क्लॉसियस और ये सब सेकेंड लॉ स्टेटमेंट आया और एंट्रोपी का कॉन्सेप्ट आया, और जब ये पता चला कि हर प्रोसेस में एनर्जी डिग्रेड हो रही है, एनोट्रॉपी बढ़ रही है, पूरे यूनिवर्स की एनोट्रॉपी बढ़ रही है और हीट डेथ की तरफ हम बढ़ रहे हैं, वहाँ से सारी चिंताएं चालू हुई हैं। एंड देन यू हैव टू रिस्पॉन्ड फॉर द सेम। शायद जेम्स वाट को अगर ये पता होता कि जो प्रोसेसेस हम डिज़ाइन कर रहे हैं तो उसको उससे अर्थ स्लोली डेथ की तरफ बढ़ रही है तो शायद उसको डिज़ाइन ही नहीं करता। आज चूँकि हमें सारे लॉज मालूम हैं, इसका मतलब हमको अपने यूनिवर्सिटी सिस्टम में, स्कूल सिस्टम में इस तरह के प्रोसेसेस, इस तरह के प्रोडक्ट डिज़ाइन करने पड़ेंगे जो कि इस प्रोसेस को रिस्टोर बैक करें या वापस इसको लेके आएँ। और यही इसकी शुरुआत है। इट मीन्स द एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस आर द फर्स्ट प्लेस जहाँ पर ही केवल इसका रिस्टोरेशन संभव है। अगर हम एनर्जी लिटरेट होंगे, हम अपनी मदर अर्थ को प्यार करेंगे, हम इस तरह के रिसर्च इनोवेशन करेंगे जो एनर्जी रिस्टोर बैक करें, और उन प्रोडक्ट्स का अगर हम बहिष्कार करेंगे जो कि एनवायरनमेंट को नुकसान पहुंचा रहे हैं, तो शायद चीज़ें बदल जाएंगी, है ना। तो जो एलिट क्लास है, अगर वो हमारे सामने इस तरह के देख, अगर हमारे नलों में ऐसा पानी आने लगे कि हमें वाटर की ज़रूरत ही ना पड़े, तो शायद एक प्रॉब्लम ख़त्म हो जाए। ये जो सिंगल यूज़ वाली प्लास्टिक आती है ना, जिसमें आप लोग खरीदते हैं आइसक्रीम्स वगैरह, अगर आप कहेंगे हम इस तरह की आइसक्रीम नहीं लेंगे जो कि सिंगल यूज़ प्लास्टिक में आती है, तो हो सकता है वो बनना ही बंद हो जाए। आप अगर ये कह देंगे कि इस तरह के प्रोडक्ट हम यूज़ नहीं करेंगे जो हमारे इन्वायरमेंट को परेशान करते हैं, तो प्रोडक्ट बंद हो जाएंगे। तो इट इज़ डिमांड ड्रिवन इकोनॉमी। पिछले पैनल में आपने सुना लोग क्या कह रहे थे ना, कि जैसी मांग होती वैसा देते हैं। क्योंकि मैंने मीडिया पैनल को भी सुना था, मीडिया ने क्या कहा? मीडिया ने कहा, इन्होंने पूछा कि आप मसाला लगा के न्यूज़ क्यों देते हैं? बोले पब्लिक पसंद करती है। जिस दिन पब्लिक पसंद करना बंद कर देगी, देन वी विल स्टॉप द सेम। सो इज़ द स्टोरी। और इस स्टोरी को बदलने का पहला स्थान कहाँ पर है? स्कूल और कॉलेज और यूनिवर्सिटी।
थैंक यू प्रोफेसर गुप्ता। सो आपने पहले जब जेम्स वाट बोला, मेरे को सुनाई दिया जेम्स बॉन्ड, एकदम लाइसेंस टू किल। सो एवरी इंजीनियर, एवरी MBA इज आउट देयर विथ लाइसेंस टू किल विद देयर प्रोडक्ट्स। आई थिंक वो माइंडसेट हमें चेंज करने की ज़रूरत है, इज़ व्हाट यू आर सेइंग, राइट? Absolutely. So we have to change that, and so that brings me to license की बात करते हैं. So license Raj and business. So Professor Palit, Anirban Ghosh इसके previous panel में बात कर रहे थे about building sustainability into business models and business processes. So have you seen any work done in our colleges, both in terms of research and teaching, on building innovative business models that bake sustainability as a core aspect of the planning process? So it's not greenwashing, it's not tick laga diya report ke liye. It's fundamental to the way we do business, being sustainable.
Thank you. So I will take your question and also the main question that has been asked. This one, I'll combine it and then try to share my thoughts. This one, I'll start with what my friend Venkat had started with yesterday. One of the core or one of the key lessons that I think somebody raised, that the rate of solution should be faster than the rate of problem or new problems that are being created. बट आई थिंक हमने उस क्वेश्चन में, वो बहुत सही क्वेश्चन है, बट आई थिंक हमने एक पॉइंट मिस कर गए उसमें। जो पॉइंट है कि वेदर वी हैव अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम एंड वेदर वी आर डिजाइनिंग अप्रोप्रिएट सॉल्यूशंस और नॉट, इफ वी हैव अंडरस्टूड द प्रॉब्लम। सो जस्ट मेयरली रेट ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस being faster than the rate of problems is not going to solve us. And this is exactly what we have been following. कि हमें लग रहा है कि rate of solution is faster तो हो रहे हैं या बहुत fast जा रहे हैं. But are we in the right direction? कि हम उल्टे हाथ चल रहे हैं, पीछे चल रहे हैं. ये बहुत important है. Why I am saying it? When I was born, or maybe a couple of years when this one after my in early 70s, E.F. Shoemaker, who is a British German economist, he had said that this one in his famous book, which is still available, everybody should read this book, Small is Beautiful. And in fact, that relates to energy by locals for locals. It's very closely related. So he has identified the fundamental problem starts with that the means of production is faulty. So अगर हमारा means of production is itself faulty, and if we are not correcting that, तो उसमें artificially sustainability, if we include sustainability or this and that and all these things, it is not going to solve our problem. That's what I feel. And if we are to solve this problem, so as Professor Sab rightly mentioned, it will all have to start from your schools and colleges and institutions. This one. But then in schools and colleges and institutions also, that means are our courses, I am not a pure academic. I just joined academia 8 months back. I have been all along a practitioner, working with community in villages, providing them solar lighting solutions, and improve energy efficient cook stoves and other interventions. This one. 24 साल वो काम किया, उसके बाद academia में आया. And what I have found is that probably our course curriculum and all the courses that have been designed conventionally, whatever we have been teaching our students, probably वहाँ पे ये सारे aspects जो होना चाहिए, somewhere it is missing. We try to teach them with all the management aspects and all the technological aspects and everything. But if our fundamental means of production is faulty, तो हम गलत ही सिखा रहे होंगे. So इसमें कहीं ना कहीं we have to make a change to see that we have identified the problem and then we are trying to find out a solution to that identified problem instead of just superficially working on that. This one. The second point is that I think in the last panel also I had the opportunity to be there in the this one as in the audience, and it was dealt. One of the panelists mentioned about individual's choice. Then somebody asked a question and said that if it is individual choice to buy or not to buy a product, this one. I think, and that's a narrative that has been pushed, that individual rights are more important than collective rights. I think it is equally important to have a collective choice. We have to see that whether my individual rights, मुझे याद आ रहा है स्कूल में एक बुक पढ़ा था, मतलब इंग्लिश उसमें ऑन द रूल ऑफ द रोड. आई डोंट नो वेदर दिस आर टॉट दिस नो. तो बोल रहे थे लिबर्टी अपने नाक के यहाँ से शुरू खत्म हो जाता है. नाक के अंदर जितना है वो मेरा लिबर्टी है, नाक के बाहर से कलेक्टिव लिबर्टी होता है कि आई कैन नॉट डू समथिंग विच इज गोइंग टू क्रिएट प्रॉब्लम फॉर द अदर्स. सो द इंडिविजुअल चॉइस वर्सेस कलेक्टिव चॉइस जो नैरेटिव हम एजुकेशन सिस्टम में भी पुश करते हैं, आई थिंक दैट ऑल्सो हैव टू बी चेंज टू ए कलेक्टिव दिस वन. How do we design technologies? How do we design models which are more closer to the collective need than to my individual need? The moment individual needs come in, तो हम स्वार्थी हो जाते हैं. Collective need जब होगा, then we'll start loving our mother earth. And then I think the solutions that would be designed both by the business and by the academia, I think they will, this one will be more attuned to the what actually is needed, and then we can say that yes, we are taking action towards the right this one problem. So I will stop here.
So just so again coming back to the topic, how prepared we are. So one thing Professor Banerjee mentioned that curriculum change is being done keeping sustainability in mind. Professor Gupta has mentioned that we need to bring this until unless the love among the student to the nature, it's not going to work. So how are we going to approach, or what should we do, the academic institution should do right now in a very short time? We have to inculcate this behavior. Is the syllabus change going to be enough for technology or innovation? Professor Banerjee, I would like to put this question to you. In a very short time that available and climate change has become a crisis, in this context of today, what should we do right now in order to bring the appropriate behavior or climate appropriate behavior among our students in young generation?
I think climate appropriate behavior is
It's on.
it's not just the responsibility of the academic institutions, and we do have a role, of course, but we are training future generations, so we will give them complete perspectives. The issue of values and what is right and what are the trade-offs involved, there are short-term and long-term issues. There are issues which need urgent solutions, but also one has to see that there are trade-offs. In the short run, there are issues in terms of livelihoods and development. And today in the country, if you see, we are still predominantly, the energy source that we have is coal. We cannot shut down all our coal plants overnight. That would be disastrous for a whole host of livelihoods which are there, whole host of regions. If you look at the country, you look at Chhattisgarh, you look at some of the places where there is coal and the places where there are renewables, these are again spatially distributed. Yes, we have to plan so that we phase out coal, but as we do that, we also have to think of what will the people who are working in the coal mines do. We have to work towards the retraining. The history of human development has been where we have been using energy resources to make our lives more comfortable. Then we struck a problem that yes, this is affecting the human race, it's also affecting the planet. And so we need to find solutions. And in the academia, we need to build in sustainability, we need to understand and give students the inputs related to it. We need to also try to influence people's thinking. But academia is an open, academia doesn't work in the way in which we are not with an agenda where we are trying to convince everyone you have to do this in this way and that. We are sort of opening up, looking at the issues. We also need to find out different kinds of solutions and research problems. So this is an important area where we need to understand as we do the transitions what's going to happen. When we go for 100 gigawatts, 200 gigawatts, 300 gigawatts of renewables, what will happen? What will happen with variability? What will happen as a result of climate change? What will happen in terms of extreme events? And we are already seeing there are vulnerable populations. What will be the impacts of it? So we do have a role and we do have a responsibility. That responsibility is also to educate, but also to find out the systemic impacts. And there will be NGOs and climate activists who will take it forward in this. The academic institutions, some of the academics would go into activism, but by and large, we are trying to actually see and create the knowledge that is required, then people can act on those knowledge. So we do have, for instance, Chetan, we have in IIT Delhi, we have a Center for Values Education. We have a set of different courses where we try to inculcate, get leaders into this. But we have a role in the problem and in the solution and in finding multiple different ways of solution. All aspects of the issue are not understood. There are many things where we need to have research. That is not to say that, creating an urgency for action and doing that is imperative, but it is not necessarily, in my opinion, not necessarily the role that academic institutions alone will play.
So academic institutions, of course, has a lot of responsibility, but I understand from your statement, yes, the research needs to be done. We have to, make them job ready. Professor Gupta, I would like to come back to you with the same question. what academic institution can do? Can it take complete responsibility for making a climate appropriate behavior among students, which will require reduction in consumption, innovation, everything is a part of that. So what academic institution can play a role in making this climate appropriate behavior?
देखिए, आप बहुत ढेर सारे छोटे छोटे स्टेप्स एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस में ले सकते हैं. पहला स्टेप जो हमारे इंस्टीट्यूशन ने भी लिया कि वेदर वी कैन हैव दिस रूफटॉप सोलर प्लांट्स और वेदर वी कैन हैव दिस ग्रिड फ्री एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशनल कैंपसेस. और ये बहुत आसान है, ये बहुत मुश्किल नहीं है. द काइंड ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी एज ऑफ नाउ वी आर हैविंग डीसी सिस्टम्स. हम क्योंकि हमारा दिन में कॉलेज चलते हैं तो हम ऐसे सिस्टम ईजाद कर सकते हैं जहाँ पर हमको ग्रिड की ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़े. वहीं से आपकी कहानी शुरू होगी, क्योंकि वही चीज़ें फिर आप घर पे लाना चाहेंगे. कैंपसेस में क्या हमको गाड़ियाँ यूज़ करना चाहिए, स्कूटर, कार. आपकी हेल्थ भी अच्छी होगी. वेदर वी कैन प्रमोट यूजिंग ऑफ बाइसिकल्स इन आवर कैंपसेस, दैट वी कैन डू. लॉट ऑफ प्लांटेशन, हम अपने कैंपसेस में प्लांटेशन कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते हैं. जितना सीवेज सिस्टम निकलता है उसको हम रिसाइकिल करके उसके वाटर को हम कंजर्व करके क्या अपने फॉरेस्टेशन में यूज़ कर सकते हैं क्या. जो दूसरे बायो वेस्ट मिला क्या उसको हम फर्टिलाइजेशन के रूप में यूज़ कर सकते हैं क्या. क्या हम ऐसी चीज़ों को बढ़ावा दे सकते हैं जो इन्वायरमेंटल फ्रेंडली हैं. उस मैसेज को आप स्प्रेड कर सकते हैं क्या. आप वॉलंटियर कर सकते हैं क्या, वॉलंटियर बन सकते हैं क्या, एनर्जी वॉलंटियर. एनर्जी लिटरेट होने के बाद क्या सोसाइटी वो मैसेज दे सकते हैं. यूनिवर्सिटी लाइक RGPV जिसमें 5 लाख बच्चे पढ़ते हों, 5 लाख वॉलंटियर्स अगर तैयार हो जाएं तो पूरे MP में मैसेज आपका पता चले. विद इन ए मंथ यू कैन हैव द वेरी सेम मैसेज कैन बी स्प्रेड फ्रॉम द यूनिवर्सिटी. और सेकंड बात जो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है जिसको आपको सोचना पड़ेगा, इस समस्या की जड़ भी एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, उसके सॉल्यूशंस भी एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं. अगर हमने ऐसी चीज़ें इन्वेंट की फंडामेंटली जिसको कि कंपनियों ने कॉमर्शलाइज करके ऐसी चीज़ें बना दी जो कि सोसाइटी के लिए नुकसानदेह हुई, तो हम ऐसी फंडामेंटल ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी भी दे सकते हैं जिसको कि वो फ़ायदा बिल्डअप करके इन्वायरमेंटल फ्रेंडली टेक्नोलॉजीज या प्रोसेसेस बना सकते हैं जिनकी बात प्रोफेसर कर रहे थे. तो वो भी एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस को ही करना है. लेकिन एक सबसे बड़ी चुनौती क्या है, इसमें से कितने लोग कंप्यूटर साइंस इंजीनियर बैठे हुए हैं. बहुत कम बैठे हुए हैं. लेकिन आपको पता है इस बार IIT सिस्टम में भी फर्स्ट 500 में कंप्यूटर साइंस के अलावा कोई टेकर नहीं था किसी भी ब्रांच का. और हमारी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ की अगर बात करें तो वी आर हैविंग ए फुल डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एनर्जी एंड एनवायरनमेंट एंड देयर इज नो एडमिशन एट ऑल दिस ईयर, नॉट ए सिंगल एडमिशन इन एनर्जी एंड एनवायरनमेंट. If this is the scenario, this tells about the future and the concerns about the energy environment. और इसके solutions क्या है? इसका solution ये है कि अब हमको अपने पूरे सिस्टम को इस तरह से रिडिज़ाइन करना पड़ेगा जिस पे ये जो एनर्जी कंसर्न्स हैं, क्लाइमेट चेंज मिटिगेशन के इशूज़ हैं या इसके मैनेजमेंट के इशूज़ हैं, ये हर एक ब्रांचेज में इंटीग्रेट करना होगा. It cannot be like this that supposingly if you are reading computer science, though you are not studying and you are not concerned about environment and all that. You have to integrate the concept of this energy, environment and its mitigation in all branches of engineering, technology and what I should call even humanities and commerce and everywhere. So it means it should be part of your life. अगर आप अपनी मदर, मैं फिर वही बात ख़त्म करूँगा कि अगर आप अपनी मदर अर्थ को प्यार करते हैं तो आपको उसी ढंग से प्यार करना होगा जैसे कि आप अपने माँ बाप को प्यार करते हैं. Only then we can find solution for all those kind of problems. Thank you.
So Professor Gupta, great answer, but like all professors, you've sort of given a long answer but not answered the matter at the heart of this question. Is you have 5 lakh students and you have some initiatives you've taken. So आपने अपनी तरफ से क्या किया? करिकुलम बदला, सोलर पैनल लगाए, ग्रीनिंग किया, ये तो आपने किया. सो वो 5 लाख स्टूडेंट्स का जो माइंडसेट चेंज करना है वो कैसे करेंगे?
Sir, you will be surprised to know whatever curriculum has been developed by this Energy Swaraj Foundation, that is being developed at RGPV itself, and RGPV is the first university which is propagating this whole syllabus, and we are trying our best to make energy volunteers for the same. He's also brand ambassador for the MP. So it's the RGPV University which has taken the initiative started by Chetan Solanki at a forefront, and we are thinking that we can do wonders as far as this whole momentum is concerned.
But is that something that the students are welcoming? या एक और
No. They are really welcoming. They are really welcoming. We have taken a lot of steps. We have made our campus plastic free. We have already 0.5 megawatt solar roof plant. Now we are trying to make some of our classrooms grid independent. So we are taking all those steps which we are talking about. And students are really feeling pride in the same that our campus one day or another day will be completely green campus. Professor Solanki knows it well that in last 5 years we have planted 40,000 trees in the campus. There is a full-fledged jungle in the campus itself. So this is all initiative by the students themselves.
So one thing I would like to ask, is one way is of course curriculum, research, but there are other aspects of life where academic institution can play important role. For example, we have been discussing that everyone has to take part. We have also discussed that unless we reduce our consumption, it is not possible for any science and any technology to solve the problem of the climate change. So this other dimension of day-to-day activities, what role academic institutions can play? Professor Debajit, if you can take it.
I think it's a very important question that you have raised. This one, what we can do to make the this one lifestyle change. I think a dilemma, I have seen a dilemma in my institute, for example, because these are postgraduate diploma in energy management. We offer a specialized course on energy management, which probably is the first of its kind at the managerial level in India. This one. Now the students, they also have to be placed. They have to get a job. Ultimately, उनका aim वही रहता है कि हम पढ़ाई करके मुझे जितना जल्दी job मिल जाए, placement अगर before we pass out, if we get a placement, then it will be great. And thankfully, our students have been placed. But तो course curriculum designing होता है कि industry की requirement क्या है. So it has become a chicken and egg story type of thing. Whether we can make a change where our students might not get a job, or we have to design the courses in line with the industry. So anyway, I'm not going into the debate. But what we can do in a small thing, that is we have a course like in energy in transition, this one. So what we have done is that this year, when I have joined the institute, I have deliberately introduced a module in that course that why it is important to make that transition. So it's not just that we are discussing about the technology and solar के बारे में discuss कर रहे हैं या wind के बारे में discuss कर रहे हैं, hydrogen के बारे में, but it is basically important to understand कि हम transition क्यों करना चाह रहे हैं, this one. And अगर जब तक ये concept clear नहीं होगा, then the student will just take the solar as a technology. Now I'll give an example. This one, Dr. Banerjee is aware of it because he was a reviewer of our report also. So when I was in TEDI, we had done a project with other WRI and Forum for the Future on making renewable energy responsible energy. So renewable energy per se, the process of production of electricity from renewable energy is clean. Because वहाँ पे थर्मल से जब कोल से प्रोडक्शन करते हैं तो एमिशन होता है, सो इट इज़ अनक्लीन. बट जब फोटोवोल्टिक से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट कर रहे हैं तो कुछ एमिशन नहीं होता है, सो द प्रोसेस इज क्लीन. बट द फर्स्ट पार्ट, दैट मीन्स द प्रोसेस ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग द पैनल्स एंड द डिस्पोजिंग ऑफ द पैनल्स आर स्टिल नॉट क्लीन. Now we have to introduce those concepts in the curriculum to explain to the students that you also have to design technologies or make models which will also make the entire value chain clean. And then only they will be motivated कि जब उनको clarity रहेगा कि yes, this is the reason why the transition is happening and we just can't make an artificial change of replacing coal-based power plant with solar energy, solar-based power plants. Rather, we have to make the entire value chain clean, and then only that will help us in finding out a better solution than what it is now. Then I think the change will start to happen. So unless we do that, still we'll just pushing the problem to a deferring the problem.
Entire value chain cleaning probably will be much bigger, where a lot of research and industry is involved. But again, coming to the academic institutions, like in RGPV there are solar panels. I'm sure in your institution, I think IIT Delhi, Professor Banerjee is one of the largest installation of solar panels, some 3 megawatt or something. So does by any chance does it result in translation of a behavior of student towards solar energy, or they are oblivion to really doesn't matter whether there is solar energy or not solar energy? So the question is, even installation of solar energy, if it is done in a manner where it also helps a student to inculcate their behavior and if that translate in their home getting solar power, that it can be probably much more powerful. Does it, so having 3 or 2.5 megawatt solar panel, does it have any impact on the psychology of student that they should use it at home also? I think, your mic.
I don't have a clear answer to that. Solar energy in IIT Delhi campus is very visible. So when people come, they see the panels. They can see on Dogra, on our main building, they can see all over that there is PV. We are talking about the climate carbon footprint. We are looking at how to compute that. We currently were part of all the IITs in creating a 5G test bench. At IIT Delhi, in the 5G test bench, when we are looking at it, we are looking at sensors and monitors which are looking at emissions, electricity consumption, having dashboards. There are other things through our NSS and others where we are also looking at what is sustainable behavior and behavioral change. I just feel that, of course, academic institutions have a role in modifying behavior, but academic institutions cannot prescribe that this is what should be done, because we are creating an environment and a forum where people will discuss, opine, think through. There are many role models, again, among students and faculty, and in any distribution, in the students also, there are people who are very conscious, who are doing things. There are people for whom this is not an issue. We do try to, at individual levels, try to influence this, but on a longer scale, we are also looking at the overall issue, explaining what is the importance of the problem, explaining what are the issues, what are the solutions, and trying to create new knowledge which will help in mitigation, help in addressing vulnerabilities, looking at trade-offs. So there is a role for activism, but academic institutions cannot be predominantly activists where we tell every student you have to do this, and that's not the way in which you create future thinking generations. So I think I understand the way in which the questions are being asked, and I think it is important. It's a very critical problem. We need urgent solutions, but we have a role where we have to, many things are not known. And many things, for instance, I'll give you an example. Today, in our country, when you look at the electricity sector, the bulk of the discoms have accumulated losses. And when you have these accumulated losses, when you want to purchase electricity, you need to see that you are getting paid for that electricity. When we have solar and solar PV, when we do this, many discoms are now not willing to take that because they will have to pay for it at any point of time, even whether or not there is a demand. So we cannot oversimplify the issues involved. We need to understand that there are things which in the transition, as we make the transition, there are costs and benefits. And different people feel the costs and benefits. We have seen in COVID how vulnerable sections of the population were more affected. When we have heat waves, it is a section of the population which will get affected. When we have climate change, so we need to also study many of these and find solutions so that vulnerable, as we make this transition, we look at that. So I think there is a role that we need to play, and that role is not restricted to just changing people's behaviors. We need to also look at educating, understanding the implications, looking at the research. So.
Thank you, Professor Gupta. You also that my understanding was that when academic institution, for example, starts adopting solar, it will have a wider impact, and more people will kind of adopt it. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Is it similar for the RGPV also? And in case, if you want to promote this behavior, that eventually the carbon-based energy, we need to switch to more cleaner energy sources to fulfilling our daily demand. just mere adoption of solar energy for your campus is going to work, or you need to do something more?
Herein, I would like to give my thanks to IIT Delhi. We are part of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. Therein, we have adopted 5 villages actually. So what we learned at RGPV, we have tried to give that back under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan through students in 5 villages. वहाँ पर हमने क्या किया, हमने जब स्कूल्स गए, बच्चे खासतौर से ध्यान गए, गांव में जो स्कूल्स होते हैं ना, वहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं होती है, और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी होती भी तो कटी रहती क्योंकि दे कैन नॉट पे बिल्स. तो हमने देखा जब दिन में ही स्कूल लगने हैं तो हमने डीसी बेस्ड वहाँ पर सोलर सिस्टम लगवाए थ्रू मध्य प्रदेश ऊर्जा विकास निगम, और कुछ पैसा हमको उन्नत भारत अभियान से भी मिला था, 3 लाख रुपए. तो हमने उन 5 स्कूलों में जहाँ पर कि क्लास 1 से लेकर क्लास 8 तक के बच्चे पढ़ रहे थे, उनके छतों पर हमने ये रूफटॉप सोलर सिस्टम लगाया, उनको बिजली मिलने लगी. फिर हमने क्या किया कि अभी एक गांव में एक ग्राम पंचायत का कनेक्शन कटवा दिया, उनको भी हमने फिर ये सिस्टम दिया, डीसी बेस्ड सोलर सिस्टम दिया. तीसरा फिर हमारे पास मध्य प्रदेश ऊर्जा विकास निगम हमारी हेल्प के लिए आया, हमने उनको थोड़ा सा एनर्जी एफिशिएंट इलेक्ट्रिकल सिस्टम बंटवाए, लाइट लगवाई, और घरों में भी हमने पंखे और ट्यूबलाइट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कराए पूरे गाँव में, दैट विद द हेल्प ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश ऊर्जा विकास निगम. सो चौथी चीज़ जो बड़ी आपको सरप्राइजिंग लगेगी, सोलर पंप एक चलता है किसानों के लिए, कुसुम स्कीम है उसके अंतर्गत, लेकिन उसका जो फॉर्मिंग वगैरह भरना है वो गाँव के वालों के बस का नहीं है. तो हमारे बच्चों ने वॉलेंटियर का काम किया, उन्होंने उनके फॉर्म भरवाए, और आज मुझे कहते हुए खुशी कि 5 ऐसे पंप वहाँ पर उन गाँवों में ऑलरेडी इंस्टॉल्ड हो गए अंडर दैट कुसुम स्कीम. सो दीज अ काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटी जो कि हमारे सोशल फेस हैं या सोशल इनिशिएटिव हैं, अगर वी आर डूइंग एट अवर ओन यूनिवर्सिटी एंड देन वी आर प्रॉम्प्टिंग अवर स्टूडेंट टू गो अंडर उन्नत भारत अभियान टू अवर विलेजेस एंड फाइनली transferring that knowledge to the villagers, that's the thing we can do, and therein the learning starts, and then they can go for these things in their home also.
Thank you. So, Chetan, now I want you to wear your professorial hat. So, you've been asking fairly tough questions to our esteemed guest here. So, as Energy Swaraj Foundation, so we are also in the teaching business through the energy literacy training. And so, world over, the experience of MOOCs has been completion rates, and these are not forced courses, these are voluntarily signed up courses. MOOC completion rates are 5, 6, 7%. So edX, Coursera, Udemy, the data is fairly consistent. So even if we look at our own ELT data, it's not as bad, but it's nowhere near where we want to be. So let's also introspect. So what are we doing as Energy Swaraj Foundation to be more prepared and do be better in terms of delivering energy literacy to millions of people and maybe billion people at some point?
Yeah, and I keep saying that, this is the world of, reels, where the attention span is 7 seconds and 10 seconds and 15 seconds. And in this world, if you want to deliver a course which is for 3 hours, it becomes quite challenging to get the attention of the people. And yes, Parag, you're right. I mean, we have been, our success rate is better, but this is not going to be enough until unless the person goes through the entire energy literacy training, which is 3 hours. And a lot of people have been, giving me this feedback कि उसको छोटा करते हैं, 1.5 घंटे का करते हैं, 1 घंटे का करते हैं. I don't feel that doing that, because I keep saying शादी करना है तो 7 फेरे लगाना ही पड़ेंगे, 6 फेरे से शादी नहीं हो सकती. So if you really want to become energy literate, you have to spend that much minimum time, and it is challenging. I don't know the solution how to really bring attention to the people for 3 hours, but we are trying our best. What also we are trying to do is we created a new portal which launched yesterday, Energy Swaraj portal for action and learning. In this portal, one of the way to encourage energy literacy training is make institutions as a partner. And that institution can be a media, it can be a spiritual organization, it can be an academic institution, it can be a corporate. So until unless everybody starts promoting, there is no way we can make people energy literate. And until unless, my personal belief is, until unless we make people energy literate, it is impossible to really get the climate appropriate behavior. Because I keep quoting Gandhi ji ने कहा था एक बार कि जो कोबरा सांप होता है, हम सब लोग उससे डरते हैं क्योंकि हमको पता है कि कोबरा है, खतरनाक है, काटेगा तो मर जाएंगे. तो इस हॉल में यदि कोबरा आ जाएगा तो हम सब लोग भागने लगेंगे. Why? Because we are aware fully that how dangerous it is. But we are not fully aware how dangerous the situation is right now. We are not fully aware how dangerous the carbon emission is that we are causing every single day by every single action. And therefore we are not aware and we are not taking enough action. The moment we become aware, I think our change in the action and climate appropriate behavior will automatic process. You don't need regulations, you don't need letters to be sending, become energy literate, do this and do that and save water and save energy. I think that will automatically, the behavior will change if everybody in true sense become energy literate. Same thing, like I really like this idea Professor Gupta said. जिस दिन मदर नेचर से प्रेम करने लगोगे उस दिन कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं, तुम्हें कोई रेगुलेशन की ज़रूरत नहीं, कोई ट्रेनिंग की ज़रूरत नहीं, बिकॉज दैट हैज़ टू बी द मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट. पानी हमको ही पीना है, किसी और को नहीं पीना है. सांस हमको ही लेना है, किसी और को नहीं लेना. खाना हमको ही खाना है. This nature is nurturing our life. Let us understand this, and by our action, directly or indirectly, every single day we are polluting the same air, same water, same soil. So let us understand, become energy literate, and then our behavior will automatically change. I still do not have the answer how to be more successful in promoting energy literacy training, but we are trying our best.
Yeah, so Chetan, so now you can take off the professor's hat, otherwise you'll go on, and Professor Gupta has a flight to catch. So since this is a session focused on educational institutions, I mean, the important half of the educational institutions are the students. Yes, sir. So what we'll do is, any students who have questions, just put up your hands, come forward, and while Professor Gupta makes his comments, you please line up and be ready with your questions.
हेलो, एक फैक्ट मैंने शुरू में बताया था ना कि मेरे एक्सट्रीम लेफ्ट और एक्सट्रीम राइट में हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी से जुड़े हुए बच्चे बैठे हैं, दे आर सो वी आर डूइंग एनफ. लेकिन एक फैक्ट मैंने छुपा लिया था. आई एम ऑल्सो alumni ऑफ IIT दिल्ली एक्चुअली. तो इवन IIT दिल्ली कैन बी प्राउड ऑफ द फैक्ट कि स्टूडेंट जो उनके निकले, दे आर डूइंग लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स एट देयर ओन कैपेसिटी इन वॉट एवर दे कैन कंट्रीब्यूट फॉर द एनवायरमेंट. सो बीइंग पार्ट ऑफ IIT दिल्ली एंड बीइंग alumni ऑफ ITD, आई रियली give my thanks to the my alma mater.
Just to add to Professor Solanki, since I am here, so I should also make a commitment, this one towards his cause. तो मैं अपने स्टूडेंट जितने हैं, जिस वन बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है, अपने बैच में 2 बैच ऐसा 40 के स्टूडेंट है, तो टोटल 80 स्टूडेंट्स होंगे. So we'll make them undergo this training, energy literacy training. Internal mark मैं अपने तरफ से दूंगा, उसके मार्क के चलते हुए ट्रेनिंग कंप्लीट करेंगे. बिकॉज द एग्जैक्ट थिंग आई हैड डन व्हेन आई वाज इन टेरी, ऑल माय कलीग्स, 20 colleagues, everyone was sent through WhatsApp when we had started that energy literacy training actually. So I had sent that, and everybody was asked to undergo the training before they can come for their increment meeting with me. This one, no, so everybody had done that. तो आप उनको इंसेंटिवाइज करेंगे तो सब कुछ करते हैं. तो स्टूडेंट को भी मार्क के चलते, 2 मार्क के चलते सब ट्रेनिंग ले लें.
थैंक यू वेरी मच प्रोफेसर गुप्ता के जितने कॉलेजेस वो ऑटोमेटिकली एनर्जी लिटरेसी ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज मध्य प्रदेश गवर्नमेंट हैज अडॉप्टेड ऑफिशियली एनर्जी लिटरेसी ट्रेनिंग एज अ ऊर्जा साक्षरता अभियान, and government is putting a lot of efforts to promote energy literacy everywhere. So thank you very much. I would be happy if Professor Banerjee can also say that all IIT Delhi students will become energy literate.
We have.
And if there is any question, please come forward here.
Yeah, we do have a compulsory course which has a component of sustainability, and we'll relook at the curriculum that we have in that. But we may not do it through the Energy Swaraj Foundation, but I think the overall goal will be the same.
Thank you.
Hello. Am I audible? Yeah. Good evening to all. I'm a ex-faculty of IIT Roorkee, and alumni of IIT Kharagpur and IIT Bombay. I actually left the academics to do something for the environment. And before joining back, I did a lot of other studies that academic does not do. Like what Professor Solanki is doing, how to insert the ideas to the mind of others. That is very important in nowadays. And what the problem he is facing, that even literacy program is 3 hours and many of us not taking, because we are going too fast. And because of the social media is making us to think faster. There are many things happening around the world and we are already getting it at our fingertips. So what I'm saying that we have to break it down. What are the big things are there?
Can I request you to
So-
please come to the question, please?
Yeah,
So you're saying
question
break
is-
it down and make it simple,
So
right?
can we look at the other kind of games, video games, or the interesting things people are using to use our kind of curriculum or the syllabus according to that, to make it more popular and more acceptable.
So that's more like a comment. We can make it more.
Yeah, make it level up.
There are many people standing, so if you can just send over. Just make your question very brief, please.
Sure, sir. I'm Sita Malakshmi. I'm a PhD research scholar from School of Planning and Architecture, Vijayawada. So this is related to the question, are academic institutions prepared? So looking at this clock, I couldn't sleep yesterday night because it's hardly 6 years. And after 6 years, no matter what we do, we cannot go back. So with one call of our Prime Minister, respected Prime Minister, Pradhan Mantri
Keep your
Modi
mic close, please.
Modi ji, I don't think 6 years or the irreversible activity is no less than the pandemic COVID we have faced. So with such COVID, with one announcement, we have shut down all our activities, and with one word of Pradhan Mantri ji, everybody started clapping, started putting diyas. So can we work on, as major, bigger institutes, directors are here, so is there a scope that we work on a program for the next 2 years for all the students and the affiliated colleges of these universities, so that we have very less time? So in this 6 months, can we work on a curriculum which can be adopted by the students, by everybody, for the next 2 years, so that we can catapult this whatever adoptions we are doing in terms of climate mitigation? Is there a scope? Because you are on the other side of the bench and I'm a student, I might not be aware of all the circumstances that can possibly make it or might not make it.
Quickly finish your questions. We are running out of time.
So as you said that youngsters are generally, they're not opting for energy and environmental science courses. So as here it's the clock lady, what do you think that for youngsters, what would be more impactful? Laying such stats so that people, youngsters, they be careful about the things, or growing the employment opportunities so that they can meet up with their financial demands. So what would be more impactful so that students, they choose, such courses?
Okay, so we
One last question and then
So Chetan, let's take these three. Then
So since
go and we can continue with more questions. He has applied to catch. So first question was gamification of the curriculum. Does anyone want to?
मैं एक इशू पर आंसर करना चाहूँगा। जैसे अभी अगर लास्ट पैनल को किसी ने अगर सुना है तो उसमें कार्बन क्रेडिट्स की बात हुई थी। देयर वाज ए टाइम व्हेन कार्बन क्रेडिट सिस्टम वाज गोइंग ऑन और देयर वाज लॉट ऑफ यूनिट क्राई अबाउट कार्बन क्रेडिट्स और पूरी पैरेलल मार्केट मैकेनिज्म खड़ा हो गया था उसके। फिर वो कार्बन क्रेडिट सिस्टम चला गया तो सारी चीज़ें ठप हो गई। Only at that particular time, lot of more courses were started on environment. Now again, this whole market mechanism is going to start it. As I have learned, this national carbon credit market is going to come. So again, you will see lot of professional opportunities in the field of environment. So naturally, the interest will start in the field of environment.
Okay, so that's question 2 answered. So question 1, Professor Banerjee wanted.
Question 1, I think it's an important question which all of us in academics are grappling with, and it is not just about sustainability and climate change. It is about how do we excite the Twitter and beyond Twitter, Insta and other generation to get excited in listening in the classroom. And I think the challenge there is to get people excited about making an impact in the real world. Working on problems, working in teams. Gamification is actually one possible solution, and some of the successful teachers do use it in terms of creating groups, competing with each other, but competing and collaborating, I think that is important. The second question that you said, that urgency in 2 years, I think, and the third question, very interesting, about the where we are talking of the opportunities and employment. And I think it's moving in that direction in the sense that, even products, every single thing, you look at this mic, can I redesign it so that the embodied energy and the embodied carbon of the mic is less? You can look at every element. We are looking at, for businesses, the carbon footprint and the sustainability may make a difference in the exports. So there are a whole host of different opportunities that will come, but these things take a little bit of time. And this is where we need to have conversations both with the industry and the organizations in society, the academics, and try to see how that gets done. But the key thing is to excite students and seeing that students can make a difference. So you can make a difference by your behavior. You can also make a difference by your thought and your ideas. And we need new ideas because at different phases of life, James Watt at that point had made an invention which has for thousands of years resulted in improving the quality of life. Today we have hit a bottleneck because the nature's, earth's ability to recycle the products of those is being exceeded by the rate at which we have been growing. So we need to do this where we see that there is human ingenuity and ideas which come in. Make a target of 2 years and say everyone has to put some curriculum. What will happen? What are we going to do in that? You're going to tell people to do. There are things which are, we have to understand that there are things that are known that this should not be done. There are things that are not known. There is a need to have, it's not something which is something which you can fix in 1 or 2 years. So we are going to have to do some amount of urgent mitigation and stopping certain things. We will also need to be able to see how, when we have some change, we are able to adapt, and then it will take some amount of time. All the renewables that are coming in, most of them are coming as large centralized. Are those sustainable? I don't think so. It has to be distributed. Why is it not coming in distributed? It's a question of cost. So we shouldn't try to also oversimplify things, but I think all the questions and the passion that you have is very exciting. There are many things that you can make an impact. Sometimes in education you make an impact directly. Sometimes you make an impact by seeding ideas in people who will create technology and make an impact in the future. I may not be able to claim credit for it, but it happens. So academics have a slightly bigger role. So I know you are holding us to it. We have to do many things, but it is not just about solving the problem in 2 years and it's about an overall thing.
Thank you, Professor Gupta, Professor Palit, Professor Banerjee, and Professor Solanki for this lively and enlightening conversation. So, since time is running out in many ways, can we have the felicitation?
May I request all the guests to please come forward for a group photo? Can we have a big round of applause? Can I request the team to please? Can I request Professor Solanki to please felicitate all the guests and speakers? Thank you so much. With that, we conclude the sessions and we move on to the final part of this conference, which is the awards. So last 2 days have been really action-packed with all the different stakeholders from government, from academia, from civil society, from industries, from faith-based organizations, and many, many different stakeholders, a lot of participants, students, researchers who have joined this, a lot of entrepreneurs who have joined this conference, and we have been focusing on one question, which is, are we taking enough action? We heard the perspectives from all of these different stakeholders highlighting, and we got to know how a lot of things are happening, but we also know right now the climate clock is ticking. The climate clock here keeps reminding us that the time is critical, and as some of the members and the participants mentioned, that this is not a game where we can further delay actions, because if we do a little progress and if it is not done in time, that will not be enough, because it says that 1.5 degrees C, if breached, the cause will be reversible. So we keep focusing on this. At the background of this, a lot of action has been initiated, a lot of MOUs have been signed between Energy Swaraj Foundation and other organizations to expand action. A lot of students are taking, a lot of institutes have come forward at partnerships to take the energy literacy course forward, which is a kind of a game changer initiative by Professor Solanki to educate minds and seed the idea of the principle of AMG, which is avoid, minimize, and generate, to take up climate action, resolving the issue with the main cause, which is fossil-based use energy. With that, I again call upon Professor Solanki to please come on stage for the awards section. May I request people who are sitting at the back to just also please come forward for this award section. Maybe all of you can come a little forward and occupy the seat in the front. May I request all the volunteers also to please come forward in this audience.
All right, good evening, all of you. Good evening. We need more Josh and more energy. We have so much of discussion in last 2 days, and I think the whole point is not only within the people who are sitting in this hall, not only the people who are watching us online, but everybody. The message is, I think, very clear that we are not taking enough action, and everybody has agreed, whether it is academic institutions, industries, policymakers, everybody has agreed that no, we are not taking action. And the whole idea is to wake up and shake up people and bring this realization that we are not taking action. We have to do much, much more than what we have been doing so far. But at the same time, there are people who are taking a lot of action. There are people who have brilliant ideas. There are people who are taking enough action, and there are people who are innovating solutions. And in the afternoon today, we already provided opportunity to 5 entrepreneurs with the prize money of $50,000 to actually spread their innovation. So this particular session, which is the last session of the conference, is to felicitate all those people who have good ideas and who are doing wonderful work in solving the problem of the climate change. So we are going to award all those people, and this award is not only certificate, we are also going to give the cash prize. I hope that next year when we launch this competition, we get more applications. Also, we make the award money bigger and bigger, just to really appreciate the contribution that many good people are making. Before I go further, we have the chief guest of the function was supposed to be Sonam Wangchuk. I don't know how many of you know Sonam Wangchuk? Many people know. Sonam Wangchuk is Phungsuk Wangdu of 3 Idiot. He is supposed to be here. Our program was actually supposed to be on 26th, but we preponed it on 25th. So he could not come here, but he was kind enough to send his message through the recorded video. May I request the team to play the video of Sonamji, please?
Hi friends, I wish I was amongst you, but somehow I couldn't, as I have just landed from Afghanistan, where, by the way, I was promoting passive solar heating of homes in very cold countries like Afghanistan, and Indian technology being transferred at the invitation of United Nations Development Fund. Actions for restoring the environment is such a timely initiative, and I thank and congratulate all the parties involved in this. I think while we sometimes blame the governments or the corporates for causing climate change, we in Ladakh, where we are seeing firsthand the effects of climate change in our melting glaciers and flash floods, we believe that it's actually more of an individual responsibility of every citizen to work for this and to move things. Firstly, because individuals matter a lot. Some of the biggest contributors to greenhouse gases are, for example, buildings, houses, and agriculture, which is food. Now, it is more for individuals that they can do a lot. We go through so much emission, pollution to produce all the food, and then we waste half the food. This could halve the emissions and the impact it's having on climate if we just pledge not to waste food, or we keep our buildings in a place like Delhi when it is plus 45 outside at 18 degrees. Crazy. Similarly, I saw in Mongolia, where it is minus 20 or 30, they keep indoors at plus 27. It feels hot in Ulaanbaatar in the middle of winter and cold in Delhi in the middle of summer. All this can be taken care of by individuals while they are taking care of their homes, their food on the table. So individuals have a great responsibility and must pledge to be engaged in it. And when individuals engage, mind you, in democracies, governments respond automatically. They cannot but respond. Their votes depend on all these individuals. So when individuals give priority to an issue like environment, climate change in this case, governments, you don't have to beg and plead. They will, in their own interest, make good policies to please you and also to make the environment better. So I really congratulate from the bottom of my heart Energy Swaraj and AICT and all the partners who are involved for taking this timely step. We in Ladakh, because of all the calamities that befall on us, thanks to what happens in New Delhi and New York, we thought of appealing to the world on 150th anniversary of Gandhiji's birthday. We started a concept or a movement called I Live Simply movement. There's a website called ilivesimply.org to look up. The message that we wanted to give while appealing to people to pledge changes in their lifestyle was that please live simply in the big cities of the world so that we in the mountains may simply live. And I appeal to you to become activists, key, action takers to change things. And trust me, if we individuals change, then governments will change. Thank you very much and hearty congratulations. I wish I was among you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sonamji is a good friend of Energy Swaraj, and he has always been supporting the whole idea. Now it is really time to announce the awards. For everyone we have done, because the young generation is the future stakeholders of this. So what we are going to do is, we are no dignitaries we have invited to give the awards. The young students of 6 to 8 standards are going to give the awards to the recipient. So I think first time we are bringing the young generation on the, nevertheless, blessing of bigger people are required. So many people are here, and I would like to request them just to be present on the dais as part of their blessing. Ajay Gupta ji is here. If you can come and just be there on the stage, that will be great. Professor Debajit is there. If you can come on stage. Karuna ji is there. If you can come on stage, and Dr. Mayur is also there. All of four of you, just three as a blessing to the people who are going to receive award. It will be really wonderful. Thank you so much. Can you change the slide title? Slide. Okay. All right. You can just be here. So the awards will be given just in the background of the clock, and if you can, all of you can just be, you can just stand if you can, Professor Devajit, you can just stand here in the center, right in the center. Ajayji, right in the center, yeah, just there. Come here, yeah. All right, there were two categories of awards. There were two categories of awards. One is called AMG award, avoid, minimize and generate. So the whole philosophy of Energy Swaraj Foundation is to first learn to avoid use of resources, energy, everything. You first learn to avoid, not to use it. Once you have done enough in avoid, then go to the next step, minimize the use of energy and resources. Once you go to the minimize, then go to the last step of generating energy locally, or resources locally as much as possible. So AMG, avoid, minimize, generate. One third, one third, one third. One third energy and resources you should avoid. One third energy and resources you should minimize, and one third you should generate. So first category is AMG. I would also like to request our director Venkat, Parag and Amit, if you are around, why don't you please join? Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so in the first category, so AMG award was there. In the AMG, there are 5 winners of AMG category. I'm going to invite the first winner. The award in AMG category goes to the Institution of Green Engineers, Dr. L. Ramesh. Dr. L. Ramesh, if you are there. And to present this award, I would like to invite Manan Arora from DLV Model School. Manan Arora. So just to set up, award will be given by Manan, not by them. So they are only there to bless you. Manan, you be there.
We are just the colorful background.
So first Manan will have a message for you, and then he will give the award. Would like to thank him for making your future secure.
Yes, sir, of course. So I'm very privileged to be a part of this event, and I also want to propose a vote of thanks to you for making secure our future for the future generations.
Thank you so much. Happy to receive the award from you. Manage this and give next. Wonderful. I think the first time in the history a young boy is giving award to the old boy. I think this is the trend we have to set.
That's the paradigm change you have made.
That is the paradigm shift that we have to.
That type of change shift we need to in practice also.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Manan, so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Ramesh. The next award is to Education Park. Education Park is a school which is completely solar powered. Mr. Rakesh Yadav, if you are there, if you can come to the stage. And the award will be given to Rakesh by Shaurya Pandey, also a 6th grade student, Shaurya Pandey. No, he's there. Go to the center, quick, quick, quick.
Good morning, sir. Sir, I want to give you a vote of thanks, and I am very happy to stand here and tell you that when I saw your project, I was really obliged and I loved it. I saw that your school was completely operated by solar panels, as well as without any electric power. You used it for ventilation and for lighting up your whole classes. It really encouraged me for building so many projects in my other uses of life. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. And I hope
I hope the world is watching this, that how we need a paradigm
idea in
shift.
your school and motivate to others also.
Thank you, sir.
In the AMG award next as an individual category, the award goes to Mr. Akash Shalgar, who has surrendered. Award is not. I'm so sorry. I thought.
Typical professor style में बातें में
Award. I think somebody has given.
Announce the next one.
Okay. Where is the award for education part? Education. Ashish Pawar.
Yeah, Ashish.
The award is on the name of Ashish Pawar, the school principal. Actually. Akash Shalgar, are you here? Oh, he's here. Wonderful. And to give the award to Akash, we have the student from Delhi National Public School, Vansh. Vansh, can you come on stage, please? Next. Thank you. Akash has actually surrendered his electricity connection. Now he's completely grid free.
Namaste, sir. Thank you so much for securing our future through this initiative.
Thank you very much for the award. Yes, thank you.
Somebody should manage the mic now. The next one is even more interesting. It is a government category, avoid, minimize, generate, and there is a government department. This government department is none other than electricity department. Electricity department has surrendered its electricity connection, and it has become completely solar and grid free. And this award goes to Public Works Electrical Division of Chandrapur. And to receive the award, I would like to invite Ishan Kulkarni ji. Ishan Kulkarni ji. And to give the award, I would like to invite Bhavyansh. Bhavyansh is a 6th grade student from Delhi National Public School. Bhavyansh, are you here? Harsh?
We can get.
Bhavyan, what is your name? Harsh? Come fast.
Oh, wonderful. Naam bhi Urjit hai.
Urjit and Harsh will give it together. Wow. The father gets award from the son. Really. And Urjit is, giving award to the father who energized the office with the solar power so much. Himadri, Pranjal and Amit, if you can come here so that it will become easier. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much. Ishanji, it is wonderful. It is personal thanks to you for really taking such a bold step and looking at you and your example. I think many government buildings actually surrender electricity connection. Next, just be here. Just next, we have the Climate Hackathon Challenge. The Climate Hackathon Challenge was, there are many challenges we launched. There were 8 challenges. And one of the first challenge was to build a climate clock. Whatever clock that you see there, we have launched as a Climate Hackathon. And the winner for the Climate Hackathon Challenge is Arupadai Vidu Institute of Technology. I hope I pronounced it correctly. And to receive the award, we have the team member Anandan, Abbas Farsi, Manobla, Ganesh, and Yogesh. Please come onto the stage. You can come also from that side. Give them a big round of applause. And to give the award, we have Himadri. Himadri. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all of you, the entire team.
Namaste, sir. Thank you for securing our future through this initiative.
So all the work that is done by you is actually really securing the future. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Congratulations once again. Next, we had Climate Hackathon Challenge number 2, where we asked people suggest what industry should be doing to mitigate the climate change, and we have asked people to write about it. And in this category, there are 3 winners. First, I would like to invite Dr. G. Sanjay. He is not here. Dr. G. Sanjay is not here, but he is a winner. The second winner in this is Himanshu Grover. Himanshu Grover, you are here. Thank you so much. And to give you award, I would like to invite Pranjal. You're Pranjal? Give him a big thank.
Namaste, sir. Thank you for securing our future through this initiative.
Do it in front of clock. Come here, little. Come here. Come this side. थोड़ा इधर, थोड़ा इधर, 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 इस साइड. On your. You take care of the position. Climbing to आके इधर जाएगा. Also, one more person in this, what industry should be doing to mitigate? We have Neetu Jha is another winner. Neetu Jha, are you there? Wonderful. Congratulations for winning. And to present you award, we have Amit Kumar. Amit? Oh, wow. Amit is a 5th standard student. The youngest person to give award to anyone on the climate change solution. Position check. Uski position check. Yeah, please. Amit, help in climbing the stairs, please.
Thank you, Amit.
Are position. Here, hello. Shivam, here. Come here more. Yeah, this side. Just be in front of the climate clock. That's what you want.
Namaste, ma'am. Thank you for securing our future through this initiative.
Thank you so much, Amit Kumar. Next, I would like to invite Manya Lalit Aradhya Rudra. If you can come forward and be here. We have the climate change hackathon category 3, where we have asked people to write what academic institution should be doing. In this also we have 3 winners. I would like to announce the name of Dr. Bhavna Malik. Dr. Bhavna Malik, give a big round of applause to her. She is not here. Then we have second winner as Gugulothu Ramakrishna. You are here? Mr. Ramakrishna, wonderful. Please come. And to give you award, we have Aradhya. Yes. Come little more. That's it.
Namaste, sir. Thank you for securing our future through this initiative.
Thank you.
I don't see enough clapping here. Thank you. All right, in the next category, that is Climate Hackathon Challenge 4, where we have asked people to write about what individual should be doing to mitigate the climate change. All these articles that people have written, we are going to put on our website, so all those people who are interested, you can read those articles. What people should be doing in individual category, we have the Shriya Sharma. She is not here as a winner, but anyway, give a big round of applause to Shriya. She's there? Okay. And to give the award, we have Rudra.
Hello ma'am, I'm so happy to meet all of you, and I'll say that thank you for thank you for
Mic थोड़ा पास रखे Rudra.
Through this initiative.
Also in this category, what individuals should be doing to mitigate climate change, another beautiful article was written by Tanya Sharma. Tanya Sharma, are you there? And to give you award, we would like to invite Ankita. What's your name? You can go. What's your name? Tanya's teacher is there, and Lalit is going to give the award. Come little here. Come little one step here.
Namaste ma'am. I am very happy to see all of you here, and I am thankful to you for securing our future.
Wonderful. Give them a really big round of applause, please. I think more than award winner, the award giver should be, applause more. Then we have the next challenge, Climate Hackathon Challenge 5, where it was an open to write an essay. Anybody can write anything on climate change and the solution. And in this category also we have 3 winners. The first winner is Moksha Yadav. And to give the award, we have, can we call upon Devisa, Mansi, Prayush, Sajia, and Piyush? All of you can come here. Any other young child would like to give award? Anybody want to give award? Can also come here. Anybody who would like to give award? Do we have Devisha here? Do we have Devisha here? Devisha, please go ahead. What a wonderful scene it is, isn't it? Go one step further.
Namaste, ma'am. Thank you for securing our future through this initiative.
The next award is to Adya Sinha. Adya Sinha. Adya Sinha, wow. You are the young winner. And to give award, do we have Mansi? What's your name? Piyush. Adya, wonderful. Congratulations. Give a really big round of applause to her.
Namaste, ma'am. Thank you for securing our future through this initiative. Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So young winner and young, giver. Then we have another person, Shreya Jain. Shreya Jain. And to give award to Shreya, we have Mansi. Yes.
Namaste, ma'am. Thank you for securing our future through this initiative.
All right, that comes to the category 6, Climate Hackathon Challenge, where we have asked people to write a song about the climate change and the solution. And in this category, we have two beautiful songs that have been written. The award money is 25,000 rupees. And the first prize goes to Viraha Ban. Viraha Ban, are you here? Viraha, can you sing the song? So actually they are the band and they've they are the band and they've written the song, composed and then sent us a recorded song. Thank you, congratulations. And to give award we have Shaji. Shaji up.
Namaste, sir. Thank you for securing our future through this initiative.
The next we have Dr. Gunjan Bhatnagar. Dr. Gunjan Bhatnagar. Congratulations to all of you. Probably Dr. Gunjan can sing a song. We are going to do that, and we are all going to one by one. We are going to. Dr. Gunjan, if you'd like to recite the song here, you've written. In the poem here, please go ahead.
गुड इवनिंग लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन. मेरे गीत का शीर्षक था फरियाद. 5 तत्वों से सुंदर जीवन, 5 तत्वों से संसार सजा. अग्नि वायु नभ जल भूमि, इनके समन्वय का उद्घोष बजा. जीने की होड़ में ए मानव, तूने सब बर्बाद किया. फूलों से छीनी सुंदरता, पेड़ों का काम तमाम किया. बख्शा ना तूने नदियों को, नभ पर भी तूने राज किया. चाहत के लोभ में आज खोया, कल पर क्यों ना विचार किया. दूषित कर दी जल की धारा, घोला है जहर हवाओं में. वन उपवन सब जर्जर है, कहीं दिखे न रंग फिजाओं में. न जीव नाचते जंगल में, न जंतु अब खलिहानों में. हर ओर से सकता जीवन है, चाहे धरती देखूं या आसमानों में. यूँ देर बहुत कर दी तूने, अब देख क्या कर पाएगा. ए मानव अभी समझ जा तू, वरना अंत काल पछताएगा. जो थमने लगी मेरी सांसें, तेरा दम भी घुट जाएगा. जो ध्यान धरा का ना रखा, सब शून्य शून्य रह जाएगा. कुछ पेड़ लगा बगीचों में, कुछ पेड़ लगा बगीचों में. कुछ फूल सजा उद्यानों में. उपहार में दे तू हरियाली, नई सोच फैला इंसानों में. हर ओर जगह एक चिंगारी, हर शख्स को दे तू जानकारी. धरोहर को बचा पीढ़ी के लिए, हर उपयोग में दिखा समझदारी.
वाह. What's your name? Anyone can go. What's your name? Anyone can go. Huh?
Hidya.
Hidya is going to give the award. And such a wonderful song that you've written, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your voice was really nice. And thank you so much for taking this initiative for our future.
The next we have the category 7, which is writing a drama. I hope some people will actually enact this drama in somewhere. So they have written a wonderful drama called Tears of Earth. And this drama has been written by Pallav Kumar Gopal. Pallav Kumar Gopal, are you here? Yes, and the prize money is 25,000 rupees. I was about to say $25,000. What's your name?
Ragini.
So Ragini, it is for the drama. Oh, there is an entire team. Wonderful.
Thank you, sir, for taking this huge step to make this world a better place.
Come here, come here. Some people can come this side. So Pallav and team, I hope sometime you are going to play this drama on the stage. We will definitely give you a chance. Thank you so much. We have one more winner in the drama category. The name of the script is not there, but Rahul Nitin Khot and Nishal Kumar Dubey. Give them a big round of applause, please. Hemika is going to give the award.
Thank you for your initiative. We need a lot of more people like you.
Thank you. All right, then we go to the last Climate Hackathon challenge, that is number 8, where we have asked people to paint a t-shirt with the message about the climate change and the solution. And believe me, there are some 60 plus t-shirt that we have received, and beautiful t-shirt. I actually planned to wear this t-shirt today, but because I got engaged and I couldn't wear, and the whole idea that the entire team should be wearing the t-shirt that you painted. But whoever done it, I promise you that my team is going to wear the t-shirt that you have painted with a beautiful message of the climate change and solution. So the first award goes to, there is no 1, 2, 3, everybody is equal. The first I would like to call Prasad C. Prasad C. Okay. Actually, we have the t-shirt painted by them, so it would be nice to see. And to give the award, I would like to call Mahek Solanki. Please come this side little bit. 2 step here. Go, Mahek.
We all need to take part in this mission, so thank you for participating.
The next in t-shirt painting is Ojasvi Akrin. Not here. But anyway, give a big round of applause, Ojasvi. And then we have Rivang Wangmu Shangdarpa. Also not here, but anyway, give a big round of applause. Congratulations to all the winners. The climate is changing, so should we, is a message on the t-shirt you can all read. Such a wonderful message, isn't it? All right, I have missed out one category, and the one person who is here in the audience in the Climate Hackathon Challenge 3, what academic institutions should be doing to mitigate climate change. We have Viranuneshwar. Is he here? Okay. And to give the award, I would like to invite Suhani. Go. First, you have to announce something.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for taking this step and securing our future.
Thank you, Charles. Get it done for you.
One more. You're remaining? One more missing. Yes. We have Climate Hackathon Challenge 2, where C.A. Joel has written about what industry should be doing to mitigate climate change. And Mr. Joel is here. Would like to invite the team, and anybody from the audience would like to hand over this prize? Anybody? Young one, come. You, yeah. Wonderful. The winner is on the other side this time. Wonderful, just rush. And then after that, for the vote of thanks, the students are invited to do the vote of thanks, 3 students. Himika and team.
Sir, thank you so much, and I really appreciate your hard work for it.
So that is the end of the conference, but nothing can be complete without thanking people who have made it happen. And again, just to thank everyone, we have invited the young generation only. So vote of thanks will be given by the young generation. Please, Himika and team.
With a humble heart and gratitude in my spirit.
1 minute, Himika. There's one more, there are 3 more winners that I forgot to announce. You know that we have been running the quiz during the break. And many people have been taking part in the quiz. Do you know who is the winner? Would you like to know? Dr. Arnit Jhalani. Are you there? Amit Jhalani, sorry. And we have Shivangi Mathur and Shivani Mehta. Really give them a big round of applause. We have only one winner.
With a humble heart and gratitude in my spirit, I, Himika Gupta of DAV Public School, Sector 49, Gurugram, take extreme delight in thanking Energy Swaraj Foundation for such a wonderful endeavor towards spreading awareness about procuring our planet. We are really grateful to you for reinstalling the vitality of being the warriors of our planet. We will ensure that we are passing on a progressive legacy to our present fellows and brothers and sisters of future. I, Ragini Sharma of DAV Public School, Sector 49, have been extremely motivated by the initiative taken by Energy Swaraj Foundation. It's not only a few hands that can work for the betterment of the planet, but all of us have to unite as a team. We take extreme pride in being a part of this initiative and extend a heartfelt gratitude for inspiring us. As rightly said, repetition leads to reinforcement. So we, the young ambassadors, promise you that we'll keep on making constant efforts for making the world a better place. Together we can and we should. Thank you.
I, Hidya Sohil of DAV Public School Sector 49, Gurugram, feels extremely blessed and delighted to be a part of this wonderful conference. I am really thankful to Energy Swaraj Foundation for taking this wonderful and much required initiative. Saving the planet Earth is our foremost duty and responsibility, and we will definitely play our role and work in the favor of all mankind. Once again, thank you all so much for this initiative.
Thank you so much.
I would just like to say on behalf of everybody here that anybody who's spent even a second or a minute or an hour or a day with Professor Solanki, it's amazing. Aapka dhan ho. And I would also like to acknowledge that it's not just you, but your family who has supported you. As a woman, I know how tough it must be for your wife and your children, but thank you to them. Thank you to your parents who have brought you up this way. Thank you to your teachers, your friends, your people who've inspired you. And thank you, Mahatma Gandhi, for inspiring you. Aap bahut meherbani hamari.
And at the end, because this conference was organized by contribution from so many people, and I don't want to give this opportunity to anybody else than to thank them. So I would like to take this opportunity myself. First of all, organization part, AICT has been a great support. They have been partner in this organization. So thanks a lot to AICT and providing all this facility and being supportive and partner in this. Thanks to Earth Day Network for being part of the partner in the hackathon challenge that we have seen in AMG. Thanks to Karunaji and the entire team. Ajay has been really very kind of instrumental in making everything happen. Thanks to all the participants, from various schools they have come, from various organizations, industries, NGOs, everybody has taken part in this. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to the Shell, ONGC, and Renmatter for sponsoring. Without their support, it would definitely not be possible to organize the conference of this scale. And finally, thanks to all the volunteers, and give them a really, really big round of applause. Really hard work that you have gone through, and it was not a simple task to actually complete the task. It was very challenging to manage this, and speakers, and hall, and food, and exhibition, and media, and stage, and this really, really complicated, but you've done a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Thanks to Energy Swaraj team. It is not possible for me to do my yatra without the team, and it is the Energy Swaraj team, and I would like to call everybody, all Energy Swaraj team members, all volunteers, if you can come to the stage, it will be really wonderful. Everyone, if you can come. Rohit, Shivam, Aryan, I mean, these are all the heroes, of the entire organization. And I don't think I should thank, but the biggest thanks should go to Rajni, my wife, who has been taking care of everything. And an even bigger thanks should go to the Sohani and Mehak, my daughters, who have been actually studying themselves, without me and not being at home. So really thanks to them. Why don't you go to the center? All of you, please. Also thanks to the people who are in the control room at the back side. Control room, Sandeep ji, I think is there. Why don't you give a big round of applause to Sandeep ji? He's making audio visual possible. Thanks to Manish ji from the media. Thanks to Dr. Arun Datta. Thanks to
Satish ji, from admin AICT. AICT support has always been great. So thanks to everyone. I hope I'm not missing anyone, but please forgive me if I'm missing anyone from thanking. Thanks to India Times for being partner. Every other organization, really thanks a lot to everyone. Ajay. Also, Gajanan, are you here? Gajanan, Prakash ji, are you here? Gajanan and Prakash are actually traveling with me in my bus. They have been immense support when my family is not there. They are my family, so thanks to them. Thanks to Abhilasha for being a kind of savior. Thanks to Abhilasha, please. Thanks to Nikita. Nikita is not here. Nikita is actually with a little baby sitting in Mumbai, but all the time she has been with us and supporting. Thanks to every team member. It's difficult for me to tell names. Siddhi and everyone has contributed. Sumitra has been working like crazy. These are some names, but thank you everyone, and please do not take the picture without me. Thank you so much. Are you all happy? Yes. How is the Josh? How is the Josh? How is the Josh?
3 cheers for Energy Swaraj. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Thank you. And before everyone leaves the stage, can I request a standing ovation for Professor Solanki for inspiring everyone with this mission of Energy Swaraj. Thank you, sir, for what you are doing is not just for yourself, but for the entire humanity. Your mission, your passion, your service to this society is a great contribution, and you are truly remarked as the Solar Gandhi because you have earned this title for your sacrifice and the service that you are doing for this nation. We are indebted for your mission, for your inspiration, and we really hope that your mission of 1 billion energy literates is achieved, of 1 crore households giving up electricity is achieved, and we are able to mitigate the existential threat that we face as humanity. And this be a pillar for this conference starts as a milestone for that. Thank you so much for doing all that you do for us and the society.
Thank you. I would like to invite Rahul here, if he can say something. Shivam and Aryan, why don't you come and share? And just 1 minute if you can say something.